Hello, welcome to Drag Me to Hull, where we'll be trying to save with all our hearts Hull from relegation. And if we manage that, we'll go a bit beyond, maybe do a couple of seasons here. See where we can take them, maybe mid-table obscurity. Wouldn't that be some sort of dream? Well, you know the situation at Hull, if you know English football at all. It's the chairman doesn't really want to be here. He's not that keen on football, I guess. He might be keen on football. He tried to rename the club to the Tigers, which, that's not a real thing, is it? No. Injuries. When you start the game, there's about, I can't remember how many first team injuries. It's been so long since I started, and injuries haven't really stopped, but there you go. Money! There's no money. There was 6 million transfer budget, and a bet wage budget was 787,000, which I've gone over, which is fantastic news. For those of you interested, this is my manager. I used the face detection system, which didn't do too badly, apart from the weird blue skin, which I can assure you I don't have, especially if you saw the intro. You know I wasn't blue, so that's good. Coaching and mentals are based on ticking choose it for this level. So that's all I've got to say there. Not that the coaching or mental really matters. I'm fully aware that I could get sacked halfway through the season and this series could have been a waste of time, but we'll have a look, eh? We'll have a good old look. To try and prevent that though, I've been busy in the transfer market. Let's see who's in the van. First up, he was part of the squad who won the 2004 African Cup of Nations with Tunisia. He's got age, he's got experience, he's got strength. His name is, I'm pretty sure, Aladdin Yahaya. Although that could be wrong. Please correct me. As you can see, he's got no pace, but that doesn't matter because nobody has any pace here. But 17 heading, 16 strength, he can do a job. He's here on loan. Like I say, he can do a job. Next up, he's got the most appearances of any foreign outfield player in the Premier League. He's an FA Cup winner with Portsmouth. And at 38, somehow has more pace than any centre-back here. It's Sylvain Distin. Welcome to Hull, as you can see. Very good mentally. His physicals aren't too, well, they're bloody excellent for a 38-year-old. And he can't really mark, but that shouldn't be a problem because the amount of people that are going to be defending in this tactic, which I'll show you in a bit, he should be alright. Next up, with no real honours, but knows about a relegation battle, and we need another left-back on loan from Newcastle. Welcome, Masadio Haidara. That's right, he's quick. He's here, alright. Up next, he's got 2 Premier Leagues under his belt. He's got 4 FA Cups, 1 League Cup, and even a Champions League. Numerous individual awards, including Goal of the Year in the Premier League and the African Player of the Year. He's got the nickname, the Bison, although with his current physicals, he's more like a slug that's taking steroids. Michael Essien. God, he's here for a backup option, because his physicals say he can't really do much else. And last, but by no means least, he's his country's all-time leading goal scorer. He's got 2 Football League Cups, 2 Premier Leagues he's played in and lost, 2 Champions League finals. He's got a FIFA Club World Cup. He's got a Premier League Golden Boot. He shares a Premier League record for the most goals in a game. That's right, it's Dimitar Berbatov. And, well, you can see he's still got it. He's still got it. No pace, but no natural fitness, but he's still got it. Yes, he's been injured a bit in pre-season. Of course he has. Who hasn't? But other than that, technically and mentally, he can still, well, he can still do it all, really. And considering the tactic, 21st touch is going to be very useful. Speaking of which, should we go have a look? So here we are. This is the tactic. It's something, all right. 4-2. 4-1-3 or a 4-3-3, very defensive and narrow. The tactic revolves, as you can see by these instructions, about keeping everybody behind the ball. We're playing a slightly deeper because nobody has any pace, like I've mentioned before. And then, when we do get the ball, pump it forward and see what we can do with it. Now, before we go into the games, let's talk a bit about injuries. Even before, we got to this point, there was, obviously we started with a lot of injuries, but then consistently through pre-season, there have just been more injuries coming and going and coming and going. One of the main problems, Alan McGregor, one of the better goalkeepers here, starts the game injured. He's still out for 2 to 3 months. So we was obviously prepared to look around that. David Marshall, he starts the season with a 3-game Premier League ban. Doesn't matter though, because he got injured. His replacement, Dusan, decided 3 days before the start of the season that he didn't want to play and also got injured. Luckily, there were 4 goalkeepers lying around at Hull. Here is Eldin Jakupovic, who I was actually planning on selling, but not anymore. Here he is, ready for the first game of the season. God, he's a goalkeeper, all right. He's actually got 10 free kick taking, which is something to note. We start the Premier League nice and easy, you know. Only Tottenham, Southampton, Liverpool and Man City. Let's go and get into the game today. We're playing Tottenham, first game of the season. Let's kick things off with a bang. This is going to be the only game today. There are going to be quite a few games throughout the season to see how we're getting on in our survival battle. Let's do this. They've picked Tottenham as favourites. Can't see why. Good news, I've just found out Harry Kane's injured, so, you know, that's one less thing to worry about, and still 11 others. Looking at this page, it says Lamela's actually still a bit injured as well, so kick him. Let's give this team talk a go. Give them an assertive one. I know we're underdogs, but let's give these fans the performance that they didn't fucking care at all. Let's get some greens. Got the faith in you. Let everybody look happy, please. Please listen and be happy. Kick off. See you in the highlights. This highlight from kickoff has continued, which is making me incredibly nervous. Ericsson has played it to Dyer. He's played it to Lamela. And, I mean, stop going route 1. We're going to go just a bit more direct instead of route 1 because, well, let's have a look at that. We haven't. I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say we haven't been in the game. Everybody's behind the ball. Let's keep limiting them to half chances and long shots. Because at the moment they haven't really had anything clear cut, which is just wonderful, really. That's all we can really ask for. Oh shit. Let's have a look at it, because it is a fantastic ball, but I don't know who's that's probably meant to be El Mohammadi, who, let's be fair, isn't the best of right backs. Oh, wait a second. We've had a shot! Where's that come from? We've had a shot! Ladies and gentlemen, my work here is done. We've had a shot. I'm joking, of course. I didn't see it. It wasn't a highlight-worthy shot, but apparently it was on target. Maybe it was from the halfway line. I'm not complaining either way. Myler, I thought was going to get to that for a second, but he did not. And here we are again. Son Heung-min tries to whip it in. Walker does instead. Curtis Davis out to Wanyama, who will probably... Woo! Right, we've made it to half-time. Oh my goodness, look at the gigantic linesman. What's he flagging for? There's nobody on the pitch, mate. Fucking hell. Show me something else in the second half. I'm going to get assertive. I'm going to tell them they're not good enough, even though this is basically what I was expecting. I haven't seen us on the ball yet. It is a bit concerning. They've had a shot. 59.5 minutes in. We're going to make some changes. Berbatov. On. Yes, former Tottenham man will scare the shit out of them. Jake Livermore is on. He can give us more of a physical presence. We're in their half of the field for a highlight. A cross is whipped in. Mbakani! That's on target. We've had 4 shots now. 3 of them are on what's going on? We're going forward. Livermore and Berbatov. Could they be the difference? Could we get a draw here? Probably not. But there's every chance at this second in time because we've had more shots than we've had in the entire game since they've come on. Oh, Abel Hernandez! Oh my goodness! We got a clear-cut chance and that should really have been a goal. They've had a highlight now and it's not gone in. I thought it was about to go in. We've got a free kick, maybe. Robert Snodgrass. Come on, mate. Step up. He's got 17 free kicks as Robert Snodgrass. If he's going to take this, then we're in with a chance here of maybe snatching something. It's Huddleston for some reason. Tom Huddleston has kicked it through the ref. Oh my god, we hit the post! Wanyama has a long shot. Right, Andrew Robertson pumps it forward towards Mbakani. Mbakani's chested it down. Chested it down to Abel Hernandez. Abel Hernandez. Can he play it through? Berbatov! That was another good chance for us. 83 minutes in. I'm going to make my last change. Will Keane. Natural poacher. It's over the top. This is it, isn't it? It's 2-0. No, it's not. The keeper has saved it again. It's out. It's Dele Alli. It's saved again. Ah, it's all over. Well, I'm going to tell them they're unlucky. They loved it. I mean, that was just game 1. If every game's going to be like that, I don't know if I can take this. My young heart has just had an absolute pounding. But honestly, a 1-0 loss against Tottenham, I know it looks bad, especially when you look at this. But if we work on taking any chances we're given, that Abel Hernandez chance, for instance, we take that, we get a point out of this game. So, let's look forward to next episode. See you there.